from a different location. Are we coming in nice and clear? We are. Put the thumbs up.
Let me see.
Look at you. I told you we was coming in straight. What's up, babes?
Hey.
We are in our new location, and it feels good to be filming from here. How do you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. Would you rather be back at the gym filming?
No.
Oh, we do. Don't do the gym like that now. We did have some great podcasts at the gym. Don't do the gym like that now. Oh, okay. It do. So after we just move all this shit to the side, Jay.
Go.
Speaking of eating, we still eating turkey burgers? Anyway, gotcha. She be what? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it, baby.
After breakfast. After lunch. And I done clean.
Why you keep mentioning the clean goddamn part? I cleaned the damn bathroom.
Okay. And I asked him to cook dinner. What did she say?
I said, baby, I'm cooking all next weekend. And you said okay. But then when you get on the phone talk to your friend, you repeat the same stuff. I cook, I clean, I watch the baseball. What she said, you come real good.
Why you telling my personal?
You just told my personal conversation. I said I cook next week. The fuck? Next. What's up, y'all? This how we trying, y'all. But today we are talking about should DNA testing be required on all live births, and what do you think about the new Congress bill about limiting SNAP benefits? So basically, they're saying you can't buy nothing but healthy stuff. So we definitely want to get y'all opinion on that. But let's talk about the snow. You said it was gonna snow.
I told you it was gonna snow. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I kept telling you yesterday it's gonna snow. I'm not going nowhere today. It ain't gonna snow, man. It ain't gonna snow.
They all.
Wake up. Look out the window.
I woke up first.
What you said?
Look outside, baby. It's snowing.
I told you.
You got one right. And it was snowing, but y'all know how these weather folks always say it's a slight chance of snow. It never does hardly when they say it's going to snow. So I was surprised, but
I wasn't, because the weather yesterday told it. You know, I told you.
I ain't gonna lie now. When baby right, which not most of the time.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't do that. I'm right all the time. You gotta say it now. For the last couple months, please.
Whoa, no. So you've been right about some things, yeah, but everything at the gym you was wrong about yesterday when we were talking with our Diz. But you redeemed yourself when we went to Publix, and before you got the car, you said this is snow weather, and in my head I'm like, man, warm as hell. And you said, and you went to the, I ain't gonna lie, I took a little nap, but you had cracked the window and it got kind of chill. I was like, damn, it can look cold there. But you said that. I need cups on that. And what did you think about some of the pictures that you saw?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Stank pictures look good. Darnell, let it stop there. Darnell's pictures are beautiful. I love every single picture he took. We say he was downtown, right?
Yeah, like he was downtown. That's Darnell 4.0 Stank. Darnell Robinson, he took some great pictures. I seen a lot of pictures that were okay. Somebody at WTVM, people were posting on their site. It was some great. You know, we're in the country, so it hardly ever snows. So when it does, it's kind of like a big thing. But
everybody's happy. Pretty pictures, especially the ones of the people out there in Midland, like their yard.
Yeah.
Tree,
But
enjoy looking at.
But you know, out there in Midland, out there in the country, Upertoy, Harris County, Fort Mitchell, it's more woods and it's more shade, so the snow probably stays there a little bit more than it does kind of like in the city. Because I look back there, it was clearing out. It was clearing out, but it was some great pictures. And we would want like y'all guys to upload some of y'all snow pictures to our podcast so we can see some things that we might have missed. But you didn't go outside in the snow. I watched them. That's so boring. You got to get out there and enjoy the element, man. It might not snow again until next year. So you got to get outside. I want to go out there with you, but you was kind of scared. So I was just like, we ain't going to even go. I'm going to go by my damn self. Me hopping down there with my messed up knee.
Talked about.
Yeah, we talked about these last week when we didn't do the podcast last week, but I saw an article and I showed you the article. In the article, guys, it was a judge. And a judge now, he went to court and now one of his kids were his. It was some kind of will or something he had put out, and before that they went through with it, he just wanted to make sure that everything was right on the lineage. And when they tested them children, and I want to say it was four kids, all of them. Not to put race in this, but he was a white judge too, and not to say that anybody can do it, but just he was an old man. I would have to say at least 70 something, wouldn't you, baby?
Yeah, man, I feel so bad for that man. Y'all. His wife,
Savage.
she was savage. It not one, and it was a true story. You can post the article when we done in the comment. This man had taken care of them kids his entire life, and not one of those kids was his. I can't even imagine. But let me flip this. For him to do a DNA test, he had doubt. He had to have some doubt. But to wait that long and to do a DNA test, he probably never vocally said it to her. But something was in the back of his head for him to do that. Because most people ain't going to wait till no children grown and all of that to do no DNA test.
They're just gonna. I don't even want to know at that point.
So he had some doubt.
Have you ever seen somebody or met somebody where in the back of your...
Hold on, they said it's buzzing on. D. Noel said it's a buzz.
I think it's
in the kitchen on D. Sorry. That's the fridge or something.
Yeah, I think it's one of our appliances. Is it louder than us? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's something in the back. Cause it is making ice. Sorry, y'all. Keep going.
Yeah, we apologize for that. We got some bugs to work out. We're probably gonna do it in the back room next time. We just want to give y'all some content. So, can y'all hear us? Thumbs up if you can hear us.
Say yes if you can hear it. Bridget said you sound like Jesus. Okay, keep going.
Sound like Jesus. Snowman. Okay, but have you ever met somebody you be like, I don't know, like you might look at the mom and the so-called dad and it just didn't look right to you, and you just had doubts, but the dad loved the kids, and I mean it was one no issue.
What about them look?
I mean you can't, but have you ever felt that way? Well, let me be, and I think I told you about this. I'll be the bearer of bad news.
What you mean?
You about to find out something about me, baby.
Oh Lord Jesus, here you go, y'all.
Confession time. So,
Don't hold my hand.
why can't we can't hold hands? Okay, right?
You got better things.
Huh?
You got some more kids out there.
No.
You got a heave on already.
Oh, I damn though. Why you telling my damn business? These folk hot.
to see his father.
Listen, I'm not scared.
Shoot. What? It's enough?
No, but I told you about this. I done told her everything. She know my whole life story. Like, I don't know how. She got some dark secrets.
Yeah, you know I ain't extra kids.
I ain't talking about kids. I'm talking about other things.
Man, tell the story.
You already know the story. So,
Oh, about the girl.
about the girl.
God, this a good one.
I ain't gonna tell the whole story. I'm gonna let you tell somewhere. I told you already. But that's a good. Well, it's an example of. Okay, I had this girl put this baby on me. This is back in 1995, I think, and everything was. I ain't gonna say cool, copacetic because I went chain gang. Ooh, well, I'm in chain gang. You know, she did whatever she wanted to do. Ooh. So when I got out, you know what I'm saying? She had already had the baby, and then when I got out, it was like. You know how you hot shit when you get out, everybody want to be up on you, woo. But I didn't really want her. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hold down a little 3 years. You ain't hold down, woo. So it was all like, I'm doing my thing. So I was shooting her a little chain, you know what I'm saying? Like, give her a little something. But she wanted more. Because I was out there, you know, trap or die. And I was like, hell no, I ain't finna give you no more money. I probably know, I can. Me just guessing, I don't really know how much I was just giving her, but I know about $400-500 a month. That was back then. So I knew I was giving her plenty. But she was really just pissed off because I wasn't studying her no more, doing my thing, moving around. And I was like, bet, let's do it. So, to be put on child support, they made us take a DNA test. And it was like, baby, like 2 months later, it came in the mail. Like, I ain't never get no shit from the States. I already knew what it was. And when I opened that letter up and read it, it basically said there's 99.9 chance that I am not the father. And I remember at the time, because it was kind of like, going back where I was asking her, have you ever just looked at a child and be like, I don't know, but you just kind of go along with it?
You said she said she ain't look like you.
She ain't look like none of us. Like, you know, sometimes like kids do take after their mom. Now that I know for a fact. Kids sometimes do take after their mom. What the hell calling me? Well, this kid, and it's crazy. Her birthday just passed. I told me all about it. I'm gonna let fill in some blanks because there's some weird shit going on too. But she didn't look like us, no kind of way. All my kids, when they, you know, they just I don't want to go into the physicality about my children, but they just look a certain way, some kind of way. They're gonna have some big eyes. They're gonna have a big booty. It's gonna have a. She was just, and she used to be like a little bully. She's like pull their fingers back, and you know, just they used to call her, you know, not trying to shame anybody. Oh, I can't say that. She be that blue. They call her a fat girl, and she wasn't my child. And with me, when I first found out, I always going back where I felt I didn't feel that connection. But when I found that she wasn't, I exploded. I called that bitch. I said B-I-H.
Oh.
B-I-B-I. And I called everything but a child of God. And she was lying. She was in denial. It had to be another test. There's no way. And I'm like, B-I-B-I, it is a way.
How many years you had been paying? Like.
So the child was about 6. Keep in mind, I had with Chang too. You know what I'm saying?
How long?
I did like 3 years.
So you literally was paying like for 3 years for a child that wasn't yours.
For a child that wasn't mine. And in all, you know, actuality, just keeping the 1K all day. You know what I'm saying? I'll parlay the shorty, you know what I'm saying? Woo. I want to talk about, say it was what you out there? I don't want to be chance out there, you know what I'm talking about? But what I'm saying is, how we were parlaying, it wasn't like it couldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She had to be. It was. She had to be do it. Cause I'm like, I was like over there, like for real. Like I'm trying to figure out how she slid that in.
Don't take her one time.
Yeah, she was sliding that in.
Time. Shoot, get pregnant, y'all. When he told me this, it's crazy. And he signed the birth certificate and all. And so we went to the girl Facebook. I bought to see what she looked like. Her last name is Theo Flowers.
That's the weird shit. Like,
that is some crazy.
They never changed the birth certificate. I mean, they never went and changed her name. And the little girl, she ain't little more. She 30 years old. She was like, how could you, like, I'm like, what do you mean you're not mine? Like, kind of make me have a guilt trip for not taking care of her or not being there as a father. I'm not. You're a father. I'm out.
But, okay, so that is a good story, y'all. Tea time. Whatever, like tea time.
Yeah, so I believe all DNA on all births in the country, especially the state of Georgia and Alabama. I don't give a damn. First of all, it should be just, to me, it's just like it's just right thing to do. The blood, all the other testing they do that shit.
They don't do that no more. I remember back in the day, but when you got married, you had to do all the blood tests and stuff to make sure you got sickle cell. Yeah, exactly. I was sorry. They don't even do none of that no more.
But they should do DNA, man.
Yeah, they don't do that. But when you had posted it on your page, I was so shocked at the responses. It was a lot of people went with it.
Really?
When? Well, of course you don't know why women.
Why would they? Why would it stop? The Bethesda style child.
Yeah, it was the refrigerator. I told him what it was. The ice machine and the stuff with defrost.
Why wouldn't a woman not want DNA testing? Y'all drop it in the
People
comments.
say, why? Yeah, he got, let me tell you guys, Terry could literally get on him and talk for hours about some of the stuff that he don't went through in life. You would be highly entertained because you should have seen my face when he
Who was I lying?
No, he wasn't lying because when we went to that Facebook thing, I was like, ain't no way. Like, I don't know. But you had asked me how I felt about it. And I guess I don't see anything wrong with it. I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. Just go ahead and get it out the way. It's not to me. If you married tomorrow, I know you gonna say both way, but now if you're not
That Jerv was married.
yeah, he was married. So, but I do say if you are not married, I would say yes.
I say it don't matter. It don't matter. They need to find out the DNA just to make sure everything is copacetic.
Well, I'll take it up a notch. Do it all up front.
The HIV, all that, everything.
Oh shit! If you want to do that
Do that.
with the DNA,
Uh-huh.
they make it an all one step process with signing the birth certificate, getting legitimate. Just do it all.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
As the baby come out, get it all out. Go ahead, get everything out. Instead of waiting years and years and years to do this and do that, cause hey, don't get me started on that.
Have your ex, has he ever accused you or anything like that, or?
But keep in mind, 2 of our kids were playing. Like, it wasn't just clubbing around. It's like, you gonna get a baby. You want a baby when you get a baby. That kind of situation. It was playing.
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, the beautiful thing when you plan it, I think, with me, I think it was like 2. The rest of them, it just happened. Shit just happened. But I did hold something back from you, though. I had about to
It's a tell-all podcast.
But I told you.
Y'all
I told her that I was going to tell her, reveal something to her.
I forgot you.
Yeah, I know you forgot I said this. It happened again.
What happened again?
DNA test. This is about 20 years ago.
On you or back? I think he ain't always hell.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
And this time,
You the king of DNA test.
that's why I don't give. I'm going DNA. Damn that.
Good. This is your 4th one now.
No, stop playing.
3rd DNA test.
The young lady, she's cool. Where you about to go from? These folks 20 years before I even know you existed. These folks 20 years old, 30 years old. This shit old.
So this ain't no baby either.
She 21, 22.
You was just right here humping everything.
That was 10 years. They 10 years apart. Then you put why I be celebrating for the decade?
Oh Lord, what my holy water is.
Drink some of my holy water. Drink some of my holy water. I'm trying.
Trina, like he selling too much.
I'm telling hold on, Trina. It's about DNA, and I'm just sharing my experiences where I think it should be DNA testing on all birth. That's it. I'm not. I'm 2 people. Case number 2. Ooh. And I ain't gonna go into all the details, but I just like hell to the nah. Nope, you just putting it on me. And she was cool, me and her were cool. We both went and had DNA tests. Once again, came back, you are not the father.
They went through the courts of the little Walgreens and CBS.
Now the one my latest son, that was through Walmart. I mean, yeah, and now you are the father. But out of 3 times I done it in my life, 1 time I was the father, 2 times I wasn't. So I think just going off doing my numbers for me, if I would have never, tried the system or went through the process, I'll be taking care of, well, they grown now, but 2 people who wasn't my child about DNA wise. So I think it should be mandatory. If a woman gets pregnant and she points out a man as her father, as the father of the child, I think whether it's through the courts or however, it needs to be mandatory that the person she accuses of being the father needs to have DNA tested. Now, I think why women probably don't want to do it.
They're sleeping around.
There you go. Simple as that.
Embarrassing.
But what's worse though? Embarrassing that you okay. I slept with this dude. I also slept with him. I blame him. That you find out it's not him, or you just going through the process off the rip while the baby still hey, I made a mistake. What they saying in the comment? What they saying?
They're laughing at you.
They haven't at me fun.
Going too much. Lily laughing at you. Yeah. And Selena said I agree because married folks cheat too.
They said we're at Fo Chibo
They cheat too. Like everybody.
or more.
And everybody should do. I don't know. I ain't got no problem.
So, do y'all got any friends? Cause y'all friends be knowing stuff. Women, y'all tell each other. Friend, y'all be having best friend. Y'all best friend got secrets. Girl, I don't know. It's either him or him. I know y'all. You ain't got to tell. I know your friend. Y'all real close. So you ain't even got to answer this question. But I know out there in the world, it's some friends who know who them children real that is.
Well, let's keep it real with you. You was in the street selling their stuff. Hey, honey, you was at the crocodile. And if I'm sleeping with the regular Joker working out here at Swift and sleeping with you,
Still got a good y'all.
yeah, you my better daddy.
And you done.
Look.
And she done. If she pick me over the Swift dude, she done.
Yeah, at the moment they looking at that money. They looking at that money. Shoot, let's keep it real. I'm going for dope, boy. Give me the money. Give me the money. That's probably why.
But if they're just doing it for money, and what about if something was to happen to that child, and they're doing, they're going off what she's saying, and maybe they need an organ, or maybe they're trying to figure out something. Sometimes,
Thinking about that.
huh?
They ain't thinking about that in the moment.
But I'm just saying, does that mean something though?
They
Like,
do, but you also too. I don't know these women. The caliber of women. You did what? You told me what kind of women these was.
I mean, the other one.
Yeah, so they ain't looking at my child might need a kidney.
Hold on, you keep blaming me. Y'all remember the thing about the judge in the beginning? We talked about. You just put it all on me. I would just give you the example.
Okay, I'm
So
saying,
it happened to the judge too,
it can happen to
and he was married.
And no telling what little Becky was doing on the side. She might was the milkman, the mailman. She got the judge. I don't know. I don't know why people do stuff like this. I don't know. I mean, that's something. I don't know.
It's really what they say. What's the saying? Mama, baby, daddy, maybe.
Dude, don't say that, because somebody I know say that all the time.
Who said that? Say it. Oh shit! But in that case right there, I mean, you see why I went and got the DNA test? Like I said, outside of other details, I told nobody gonna say anything about that.
But to me, okay, it is what it is.
Well, what's the reason you think you shouldn't get it? If you should just believe the woman and just go on with it.
Say that. I mean, honestly.
Okay, so you really with it?
Look, Terrence, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even never thought about this topic until talking to you and your life experiences. And now,
No, I showed you the judge first. I showed you that first. Let me get her straight. I showed her the article about the judge.
tell you the story.
Exactly. So I thought it would be because that's terrible.
It is.
Hear of your kids?
So let me.
No, then I told you about the one that judge show. Remember, I said the judge. I don't know her name, but she kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The judge
And the black man was, he was crying.
I went back and seen.
Yeah, that boy was crying, man. He went there for one. They found out that now one of them is. Man, that shit was sad as hell, man. It's more common than people talk about. It's like a dark secret.
So I had to actually go in because I'm a woman. So I had to look at it because I have 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And look at it from their perspective. And also, as a grandmother, if I'm the grandmother, getting close to a child and seeing my son take care of kids and then later find out that they're not theirs, yeah, that would be crushing. That would be crushing even for me as a grandmother to get close and then be like, okay, this ain't my grandbaby. To find out years later, you can't just turn that off. Something, you can't turn it off.
You said some real shit there, because you made me think about somebody told you. Somebody tagged your ass, Oliver. My mama just one of the best people in the world. Best person. My mama fell in love with this little girl, man. It got to the point where they were, to me, in my opinion, they were trying to use my mama for money. My mama sending them money. And, you know, I'm not going to say what I said because I ain't cuss at my mama. But in my head, when I found out what was going on, I was like, hell to the FH now, because you ain't finna get nothing from my mama because you're not my daughter. And my mom, man, my mom probably still, I wouldn't be surprised if she just sent us something in the last 2 years just to who she is as a person. My mom like, I don't care at the end of the day when she, you know, because I felt like, mom, you ain't got to do nothing for her, you know, boo, this ain't your bud. But she didn't care. She cared about her as a human being, as an individual. That's who my mom cared about. Even getting her, you know, when she used to come around or whatever, I didn't want to see. I didn't have that connection with her, and I didn't want the connection with her. You wasn't mine. But throughout the years, my mom did. And just to leave out some of the details, I remember when COVID hit, the young lady she's on her deathbed. So they thought she was about to pass away from COVID. And when she got a little better, she wanted to talk to me. And this was probably about 3 years ago, maybe. And she was just like, why you wasn't there? Like, and with my head, I'm like, what the you talking about your dad? But she kept my last name. And that was just so weird to me. Like, over the years, I don't know if she was believing what her mom said. We never did get the retest. There was no reason to get the retest. She was not my daughter. But my mom stayed in that girl life. And I wouldn't be surprised if my mom still.
Like I say, you can't turn it off. You just can't turn it off.
So that's big, exactly. That bond.
So I do look at it from that standpoint.
And I'm like, Mom, you got Trini was alive this time. You got a real granddaughter now, Mom. Because my mom got 9 grandchildren, and now she got 2 out of the 9. Right before Angel was here, but it was Trini. So I'm telling my mom, like, hey, Mom, you got a granddaughter now, but she had made this bond with this young lady, and it was just different from my mom. And guys, if I think I'm lying, what her name is again?
Don't do that. Okay, next topic, y'all. So we're gonna talk about.
Now you want to talk about the snap, though?
No, we're gonna talk about the snap. We're gonna keep on because I see y'all enjoying this conversation. I'm gonna twist something on the spot. Since we're talking about these daddies and DNA.
Well, yeah, she put
Getting legitimate.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that. So y'all, again, I am learning a lot being with him.
You gotta explain what that means. Some people don't know what legitimize means. I think you should explain what that means first.
What's the real term? I don't want to get off of him.
But while she's looking for the term legitimize, let me give a con for that. That's the same as for a woman getting a DNA test for me. A man, like a woman, I gotta get a DNA test for. That's your son. I really feel like at the heart. Keep in mind, I got data, and I'm using my children as data. My boys, all my boys. I got 1 daughter. All my boys, except for 1, I never had an issue with legitimize or none of that.
I don't think that's the word, man.
Legitimize, legitimate, whatever. I had no issues. If I wanted to see my boys, get my boys spend the night with their mom, it was never ever an issue with any of my children. That I just heard about that word since I started dating her, to be honest with you. I never heard of the word, never knew what it meant, never knew what it was about until she came along. Now I see the importance of it now. But maybe I'm from another generation, maybe I'm just older. But back in my day, I had to worry about it with Toya, I had to worry about it with Celeste, I had to worry about it with Issa. That shit didn't exist about legitimism, whatever that word is. But what does it mean?
It is to legally recognize a child born outside of marriage as legitimate, granting the father parental right, custody, visitation, inheritance, and giving the child the same rights as born to married parents, often through the parents' later marriage or a court petition. It is a legal process that changes a child's status from born out of wedlock to legitimate, ensuring they aren't at disadvantages in legal matters like inheritance or parental rights.
That's what that white man was doing, the inheritance, the will.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, that's what he was about. He was about the women. He was married once again, so he was married. So that wouldn't qualify for him. But go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I did not know. Again, I never really had to go through anything like this or be aware of it. That if you are not legitimized, you have no parental rights as the father of the kid. So basically, in terms, if me and Terrence had a child together, and I said, you ain't never seeing your child no more ever again in life. You can't come to my house. You can't do nothing. What I say goes. Even if it's proven that he is the dad, if it is not legitimized, he has zero say so in whatever the child had. He could be paying money. He can be doing everything. But if at the end of the day something is needed for the child, you have no rights. I did not know that to the details of it until now. And I think that is very, very serious. I don't like it. Yeah, and it's a process.
Yeah.
It's not anything simple to do with the courts. It's a lot for these dads to have to go through. It's not a one-step process. It is actually 3 steps that we learn. And I'm a mother, and it's just
It's a lot.
it's a lot. We women, we can make a man's life hell if we want to. We really can.
But at the same time, you making your man wife life hell. You also affecting that child.
Yeah, but I don't understand. And then that goes back to what I said in the beginning. All of this stuff should just be done up front.
I agree. I agree with you on that, man. A lot of this, it's just like it's like it should be like right.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, if I'm the father, automatically I get.
Oh my God, Olivia, go ahead.
Oh, you want to speak on a comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Olivia said, that's so true. My son going through that now, and I haven't seen my grandkids since March. That's new in the last 5 years. It is bad for the father. Yeah, it is, Miss Bev and Olivia. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand though it. And y'all, I might be oblivious, but I was married when I with my 3 kids, so I didn't have to go through any of this stuff. But yeah, it's rough out here for them, and I know sometimes we always, we always like the mother this, the mother this, the mother that. And I wish Tisha was on here, because Tisha Bryan is a big advocate for fathers, and you really don't find a lot of women who are advocate for fathers. And I wanted to shout her out. I appreciate her so much.
Once you tag on the comments.
I will, y'all. She's and she's gonna put something together for
Yeah.
fathers.
Yep.
There's a lot of fathers out here that are going through some stuff that y'all don't even imagine. And it's not that simple. And when a lot of people say, why you ain't just did this? Why you ain't just did that? It ain't that simple. Ain't that simple. We women, we got a lot of power in our hand, and sometimes we are not always right.
The movie Spider-Man, it said with great responsibility, with great power come great responsibility. And I think if you love your child, one thing about we can't go back in time, can't change nothing. But once a child is here and you've been a part of that child's life from birth into the present, and just because the mom doesn't like how you moving forward with your life, not to say you're doing anything to the child, but speaking on your life, to me, it's just an awful thing for that mother to do, to weaponize that child against you. Knowing you love the child, knowing that you've been I'm just speaking for me. I know that my baby boy now is getting the best version of Terrence Flowers ever. And just being honest, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I used to be in the dope house with my kids, with my son. He used to legit be in the dope house with me, in the damn carriage, while I'm making plays. This is like in the early 2000s, and shit happened. I can't take it back. I got raided by Metro Narcotics. They threw a flash grenade in my house. My other boy, Corey, he was about 3 feet from the grenade when it went off. He was a toddler. That shit basically exploded in his face. So we all grow, we all evolve. We can't erase our past, but the things that I used to do and situations I used to do with my kids, all these boys are grown. All my boys working. But the boy Corey, who I just said the flash grenade hit him off, he's almost done with aircraft mechanic school. Proud of him. So my boys, even though I wasn't the best father, one thing I always did was I fathered. I evolved as a father. So as I got better, as I left the streets alone, I never stopped being a father. Even it was kind of like what the pastor said: "Don't do as I do as I say do." But I was getting better. So when I stopped, just left the streets all the way, you know what I'm saying? I could tell them, "Hey, stop doing what Dad used to do," and see where it got me. I'm a 2-time loser. I've been on the road twice. Missing y'all. Writing your mama letters. Writing y'all letters.
No.
So the father that I am to Champ, I'm green as girl, like you said. I'm a teddy bear. He'll never know about pistols and dope and crack or none of that. Unless somebody tell him. Hell, meeting them really didn't know. Hell yeah, meeting Trinity didn't know till they damn brothers got mad at me one day. Daddy, what you think he is? Daddy used to do this. You mother, like why y'all tell them that?
They didn't see that because you had already started the transition and change.
And they seen that, so I can't get mad at my boys all the way. But y'all knew once again they used that against me.
But it's not right. I don't know. Hopefully Monday somebody will make it the laws and change.
They need to be changed. That's some bullshit. But I will say this, and guys, let me make a disclaimer. This is no legal advice, but the good part about it is until you go through that process, really legally, they can't get no back pay. They can't retro that shit to paternity has been established. That I did find out. So do I pay? I most certainly do, because it ain't even about the mom, it's about my son. I love my son. But if you haven't established paternity, they can't go retro back, so that shit can play on her too.
Yeah, I questioned it because I told him I was like,
I know for a fact. That's fact. You have to once paternity has been established
through the court.
Through the courts. Cause see, mine was through old goddamn Walmart. But that's not the courts not looking. You gotta go through them to do it. So that's like she said. I don't know if y'all remember what she said. It's 3 steps. You gotta get paternity. Then once you get paternity, you have to get child support, and then you have to get legitimized.
I thought it was legitimized then child support.
Legitimized then child. I think it's but those two that you can have all those in action at the same time. Yeah, child support, paternity, child support, legit. So that's the 3 things that you have to do, and that was a good topic to bring up, and like I said, I'm not just gonna dig too deep because some things are just current, but do it, guys. I mean, I'm a very optimistic person, and I look for every reason not to do it, and it blew up in my face. If you love your kids, if you think they're your kids, do it. Just go ahead and do it. But you know my pain. If anybody know my pain, I know my baby know my pain. She been there with me like the whole step of the way with this process, and it's really heart-wrenching. Like simple shit, like
a lot of people impacted by
it. A lot of people, man. A loving grandmama, a loving uncle, auntie, brothers.
By getting on the podcast, telling business, get off of it if you don't want to hear it, because it's his story. We can tell it how you want.
And I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just telling my truth. I can't pick up my son from daycare because I've been took on and off the list about 4 times. Yeah, so I have no rights. If something was to happen to her, my son going to foster care, and we had an incident. We had an incident. We were just lucky by the grace of God that our friend was able to get him when an incident happened with her. But yeah, it's crazy. And I know for a fact I'm the dad. That's the thing about it.
But you still don't have no rights. See, the court.
Legit.
Sound like the court still tell you everything. How do you know, but you still can't make any
I can't do nothing.
or anything. So yeah, we just want to bring that up to all the dads out there since it's really towards the men today.
If you got any stories, let us know. Drop them in the comments. Can we go to the comments real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's his tree. Get your support system. A lot of this stuff you can do. We actually got information I can post and help somebody. Where if you don't have money for a lawyer, there are certain days you can go to the courthouse and file this paperwork. Like I don't know what you call it.
Pro bono.
Pro bono. It's certain days that you can actually go up to the Muskogee County Courthouse and file the paperwork, and I will put it out there for you guys if you need it, because I know a lot of people, I don't have money for lawyers. I don't have money to go through it. They do have a way you can go up there on certain days and file this stuff for free.
And real quick before we go off into the next subject, which we'll be brief on, it's kind of funny to me, but it's about rights. Tell them about the case you saw me on TikTok about the mom with the kid. That was crazy, and they were legitimized, weren't they?
They were legitimized. I actually sent it to Terry.
Try to be funny.
I said, you gonna be a yeah, this is crazy. They actually legitimized and went through the court. And so it was the father's weekend to have the son. Y'all, the current wife was actually recording it.
She funny.
She was funny.
Yeah, she bad. She might let you.
You said I'd do some stuff.
Yeah, you would definitely do that.
She was reporting it. The mama was calling every 30 minutes. Like y'all, I don't know, that lady was on it. She kept calling the daddy, wanting to speak to the little boy. And the daddy last final straw, because he had the phone on speakerphone, when she started asking the little boy who was over there. And so, the little boy, he don't know what's going on. He started naming the names, and she was like, who else? So he hung up the phone. The mama kept calling back, and the daddy would not answer the phone. Don't y'all know this lady got in her car and drove 6 hours?
6
hours. In their house and called the police for a welfare check because she said they wouldn't answer the phone. I can't make this up. The new wife will record all of it. That lady got in her car, drove 6 hours, and called the police on them folks for a welfare check because after about 12 times she called and he got tired and answered the phone. And it was the saddest situation. I literally cried. The police made the little boy come out of the house. He is terrified. He had to be like 8.
Mm-hmm. 7 or 8, yeah.
7 or 8. He was terrified. The mama asking him questions. And legally, the police really couldn't do anything. They had the paperwork and stuff. And so, the new wife, she was going in, baby. She was letting the heck build a baby mama. Mad the daddy had them moved on. Trying to make it hard on him. It was very obvious. She wasn't over him. Y'all, that man was shaking so bad. Like, I felt so bad for the daddy and the child. And the police are just asking the little boy, was he all right? He crying. He scared. He see the mama upset. The dad is shaking. Man, he won't go to that family. He won't even Sarah shake. You ain't funny die, but he was so upset. You could tell he wanted to knock the baby mama head slap off, but he had to hold his composure from the police and his child. And the mama gonna sit there and ask the little boy, do you want to come home? Do you want to come home? And the little boy just sitting back, listen. And of course, he said he wanted to go home. And I'm like, why are you doing this to this baby?
Weaponizing.
Like, you put him in the most worst situation because you butt hurt because
the man moved on.
And you could tell the little boy was so scared, y'all. He was crying so bad. I'm like.
So, in your opinion, to me, it sounds like even though everything was legit, the woman still had the right, because if it in a court situation, if it's my weekend, I tell him what to do. He can't make the decision to say I want to go home and she take him. It could be like, okay, you want to go home? Baby, I understand that, but this is my weekend. You got to get him Monday. Goodbye.
Yeah, and then the new wife actually did an update video, and they really didn't even have to answer phone. They were doing it just to be
courteous.
but technically, they did not have to.
So look what she did. She went. She called on.
Oh yeah, she would definitely be in headed shy.
Not even it, but still they answered the phone, and she still traveled there and caught the police. So if they wouldn't have answered the phone, she still would have did that.
Yeah.
She still would have did that. So, I mean, I think the mama, baby, daddy, maybe no matter if you're legit or not, that's just what it is.
Yeah, he on the follow-up video, he said that they had to still go back to court to tell the situation. And then she said the court date was like, the new wife was like, it's not even like 2 months away. So she was really fighting, saying how the court system is still against the dad.
That's the problem. Just to make it's going to be against the dad anyway, unless it's just And I hate to take off the blurs. Like I'm not gonna speak on my situation, but if we're gonna come with receipts, let's come with receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's better for the child? I think at the end of the day, that's what the state's gonna look at. Like, what's better for the child? And I never had, like I say, just going off my other kids, with things I raised happy-go-lucky with me and Toya, with me and Celeste, with me. No, it wasn't always the best of time, but you know what? We raised them trolling.
I don't know how the laws is in Georgia, but Alabama don't please.
What you mean Alabama don't please?
No, we're gonna make sure we're right, because Alabama don't want to pay for them children. So they're gonna make sure the daddy, everything's in line. And I don't know if any got the Alabamians on him, but I don't think Alabama play that radio like stuff like that. They gonna do what's best for the child.
So if it's best that the child be with the dad,
Yo, I think Alabama don't look at it. They look at it
I
like
think-
whatever bets.
okay.
You know how some states will lean towards the
mom.
regardless. I honestly, from the stories I heard, I think Alabama don't kill the mama or the dad who gonna put the child in this situation.
Well, guys, like I said, this was a topic I felt that was close to my heart because I've dealt with it several times in my life. About the DNA testing, and like I said, out of 3 DNA tests I got for children, 1 was mine, 2 weren't. So I think it's something, guys. Don't second guess yourselves. Even if you tell a woman, if you stay with her, baby, I just want to get a DNA test. She gets mad or whatever, she get over it. They get mad anyway. They get mad over it. They're gonna get mad anyway. Women get mad over bullshit. So that's something serious. Better you know than not know. Especially if something on the health sphere pops up and they think they can get some blood from you or get an organ or something from you and to come out, you then got a whole nother thing. Now you got to backtrack and find out what's going on. So I think this was a good topic for this podcast. And yeah, thank everybody.
Being honest about it.
Yeah, man. I think about the kids and I always, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if, like my daughter Trinity is amazing. Like, but the other 2 were daughters too. I'd be like, I'd be almost equal if they were. Yeah, I got a snotty nose little Negroes. But SNAP benefits, baby. Let's talk about SNAP benefits. Yes. Okay. Well, I told. Yeah, I watched the news, but me and somebody from the gym, we got into it about that. And shout out to True. I'm just gonna say Truny. Truny was all for it. So if you didn't know, it's a bill. Some states have already passed it. It's a SNAP benefits bill that regulates what SNAP beneficiaries can buy. I think what's off the seafood, sodas, candy, ice cream, chips, all of that's off the board. It's a bill. So what a bill is, the bill has to get ratified for it to be law. In Georgia, it's a bill, but it's the same bill. The conservatives are passing this bill around. That's the Republicans are one pushing it. It's passed in several states.
So it's passed in Georgia.
It's a bill in Georgia. It's about to go up. I know Ted Reese is in our legislator. I don't know how he actually feels about this bill, but once again, talking to a middle income African American woman at my gym.
Shout out to Truly.
It was Truly.
Good conversation, y'all.
Yeah, Truly was like, all for it. She said these B words need to feed these babies right. They already getting the benefit from it. She said, and they're abusing the benefit. Half of them sell them. They ain't doing right. They ain't doing right by them. They buying all this bull crap. They buying the seafood. They buying all this non-healthy food from the gas stations and stuff. The middle of the month, they broke. The benefits are gone. I'm just saying. She said, and I strongly disagree with her. No, okay, tell me why you disagree. Why you agree with her? And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. We're gonna be quick.
Why not pick healthier choices for the kids? I mean, in the long run, it's a benefit for the kids, for their health, for the longevity. I just got these talking about on social media these athletes right now being fed junk and injured because their bones and their body are not strong enough. Because you want to know why? They getting them $1 pizza rolls and getting all the juice.
What in the Dimitri flowers are you talking about?
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get my son the same YP.
Yeah, like we need to start feeding. We need to go back to the old ways where we feeding these kids healthy foods, where they're eating meals. Everything is so convenient now. Microwavable food. You wonder why every time you turn around, some of these children sick. The immune system ain't strong, work nothing, because they ain't eating no vegetable. They ain't eating no home cooked meals. So I am with Truman. Make some of these parents get up and cook. Stop getting all. And then when they get the crab legs and the lobster, they ain't giving it to the kids. They're having it at the football parties. The kids are not eating. Rolls. So what the difference?
Okay.
The difference.
Okay, here's the difference for me, guys. I grew up in a household where my father watched the news. The news is a sports center, so I'm a chip off the old block. I'm pretty much like my father. Sports and game on now. Sports and the news. So, if y'all remember, you basically got two sides in America. You got conservatives, you got liberals, Republicans, Democrats. If y'all remember, this movie been played already. Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama ratified it. Guess what they said when she did it? You can't tell us what to do. You can't tell our children. This was the Republicans, the same people who just launched this bill, said you can't tell us what to eat because it's rights. And I thought about it. Y'all are doing the exact same thing Michelle Obama tried to do in the schools and all that, but y'all doing it with SNAP benefits. Y'all doing the exact same thing y'all was against. And you're right. It's rights. If I want to feed my kid rice, pizza rolls, hot pockets from the benefits I get, that's my right to do so. It is. If I qualify for it, it's mine. I'm gonna tell you why. Know what they're gonna do next? Hey, you're getting a student loan. You're getting money from us. You got to go to this school. You can't go to that school. We want you to go. Where does it stop? Once they started giving you aid and telling you what to do with the aid, it's not gonna stop with food. It's gonna go where every part of the government is helping you. They're going to tell you where and what to do. And I don't think that's cool.
And that's with anything in life. Anytime someone is assisting you, they're just like right now.
But it's not like that with student loans right now.
It's like that with anything in life. And I ain't got to cut out there where I work, because majority of y'all already know. Our insurance just changed. Everything, the whole policy. Then what I was telling you, the company paid for the most part of our insurance. So guess what? They get to pick which plans they offer us because they pay the majority of it. Now with the insurance we got, because they pay the majority of it, now they got it to where we can only pick certain doctors under their plan. I still pay a portion of it, but they pay the buck of it. So guess who got the control? The buck. I can't buck on them folks and say I ain't going here. I don't want to go there. But get what? It got to come out of my pocket for me to have that full choice.
Same thing True said.
The same thing.
She said they can feed what they want to feed. Let them
pay for it.
Yeah,
and
she said that.
This is real life insurance right now. Yes, I pay a portion of it, but the majority holder in it got the decision to tell you what doctor I go to. That's anything in life. This goes back to the other podcast when I'm talking about when you need help. When you need help, that's needing help. Somebody's giving you something. They have the control. If you don't want nobody controlling, what you do with it, you better not ask for no. Yeah, it's the same.
I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is these same people who put this in was against it when Michelle Obama came up with it.
And it don't matter, because get what? They still the ones in control.
Well,
they can go back and change it many times. And if you don't want nobody,
House of Representatives Teddy Reese, how do you feel about this subject? How do you guys at home feel about it?
Somebody to chime in.
Yeah, how do y'all feel? Do you feel like if somebody's getting SNAP benefits, the government has the right to tell them how to spend? If that's the case, just buy for me, just give me the benefits. Just ship them. They shipping food through the UPS and all that stuff, not freshly and all that. Just ship me the food there. If
Different than WIC. On WIC, you got to go down your little sheet.
But SNAP is different than WIC. I mean, it's two different things. So if they're gonna pick and choose what you feed your family, they should just send you the food. To me, like,
So do you think they're gonna do that? Yeah.
I would be surprised if they did. But I feel like if you're a mama, and I can't speak for no one, I'm just saying, you love your children and you know your family household. Hey, maybe to stretch it out with 4 or 5 kids, maybe you do have to buy some pockets or something to stretch it. Maybe you can't. You know, now we already spoke about food expensive now. We said that. So maybe this mom with 4, 5 children, maybe she got to stretch it a different way. Maybe she has to. I ain't saying buy seafood.
They getting about $1, some dollars.
And I ain't saying buy seafood, but I'm saying maybe she can't buy something maybe a mom with 1 or 2 children can buy. Maybe she has to spend that money a different way. And we start telling her what to do and how to do it. I think to me, that's kind of pushing it. So I hope Georgia doesn't pass that bill myself.
Or either they put certain things as a restriction, like the card don't work on lobster tails. The card don't work on crab leg. It's like the stuff that you know.
You nutrition country, is that actually healthy though?
I mean,
It's expensive, but is it healthy?
just put it like that.
I know it's expensive.
It's expensive. When we were growing up, we were eating boiled rice and chicken. We had hot dog night, fried fish on Friday. With
Fried fish on Friday.
these kids, 6-year-old, asking to go, asking for crab and lobster with the eggs and stuff like that. This is a whole nother generation. Am I lying?
They different.
They different.
They different. They would tell what they ate. They tell we couldn't tell mom what we wasn't gonna eat. These kids now dictate what they eat. So that's a whole nother podcast. But I'm just talking about the whites. I feel like when you start pushing for that, it starts going to somewhere else. You start going, okay, what about insurance? People tell you where you get your car fixed and all that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean anytime someone has control over, that's just like if with my car, I got in an accident, somebody picked my car. When I was with Nationwide told me which body shop I can go to, so they paying for it.
but they gave you a choice.
Yes.
But they telling you can't get this. That's different.
But my whole thing is anytime someone is giving you something, you give them the control. That's my whole point.
I bet you're saying if you don't want nobody to tell you what to go eat, buy your own food.
Release yourself.
Truly said, spend your own money on the bull crap and use the healthy stuff on the SNAP
You
benefits.
know why me and Trudy feel like that?
Why? And y'all mom, so you
It ain't got nothing to do with mom.
what? Why? Oh, y'all jobs.
We are corporate America.
Y'all don't qualify for
I
SNAP.
don't qualify.
That's why y'all see y'all biased then. I need somebody who gets SNAP benefits to chime in. They're biased. They can't get SNAP. Yes, y'all looking at it differently.
We're looking at it.
Yes, you made a good point. That's what it is. Y'all corporate, so y'all looking at it. Y'all looking at them, the women who are getting it. Oh, they getting a handout.
Don't you get on here loud. That ain't what nobody saying.
You said somebody give you something. What's somebody give you? I mean, if you Google,
Well, you know, I do feel some type of way. If I'm getting out here working 40 hours a day, you see how I be stressed.
Oh, look at it. She turned it up.
Yeah.
This what I need. Give me them reels, baby. Give me them reels, baby.
I be stressed out here working my butt off.
Their taxes.
Don't worry about my tax.
I'm talking it's going to my taxes going to Cincinnati too.
I work my butt off
You do.
to go out and to see someone who can go buy crab legs and not. This is not for the people who need it. Trust me, it's people who ain't trying just to stay in the system. Why should you be eating better than me? And I might sound harsh for saying it, but the reality is, you ain't working, whatever the situation may be, and
Some people do work. Yeah, some people do work. Yeah.
it's for the people who ain't trying. You got some professional, lifelonger government people out there.
Get government assistance.
And that's saying, I remember this so clear. When I first started at my new job, it was a new job back then. When I had my first son, y'all, I was working at Walmart for a couple months. and I was getting all the benefits. Oh, I was staying in Georgia, and I was getting like $300 a month, but I didn't want to stay in the system. I think I told this story before on social media because I didn't like how they were handling me down there at the health department on comas. Like, y'all ain't getting ready to treat me like I ain't nobody. So I said, bump this. I went to Aflac, Blue Cross, Teeses. I didn't care if I was in the mail room. Somebody won't give me a job. I said, I'm not getting ready to be on this stuff because y'all ain't going to treat me like I ain't that thing. I'm already black. I don't care if you left the I done told
I know the story. I'm like, I know what you said in your story.
Folks had me heated. Like, I didn't like how they treated me less of a human being because I needed help, and I didn't like it. This when we had to go sit down in the office with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. They cut off everything. I was getting the cards. I was getting food stamps when I did get the job.
They had a card back there, or they had the real stamp?
It was that blue card. I had a blue card.
Okay.
I think I had moved it. It was an orange. No, it was that green card with a peach or something on it.
yeah, that's it. They still got the same one.
Yeah, it was like that. And they cut everything off because I had to go up for renewal, and they said I was
making too much money.
Yeah. And then I was telling she wasn't a friend, but an associate. Like, they cut off all my benefit. Don't you know that joker looked me in my face and told me, she said, that's what you get for going to get a regular job.
Damn. Damn. So she working the system. I mean,
a lot of
people work the system.
They do that.
So, but if your job is marginalized to where, like, you know what, it's cheaper for me to either fraudulent or not work to feed my family. You're in a great area there. To me, if you're not making enough money on your job to where the aid that you are getting is more, or you get less hours, or you got a part-time job, or you're getting more aid coming in by making that decision. I mean, it's a great area. Now, you're not the average. You're special, baby. You're not the average person. The average person would have did what the associate said. Yeah. You wanted more from your life. You want to get off of assistance. You want to be able to buy yourself. You didn't want aid. I
didn't want to go to jail because I was going to F them folks up down there to treat me like I ain't.
Well, I mean,
I had just came off the slave ship.
That's not, to me, and guys, to me, I think I'm older than her. I remember back a long time ago when my baby was a little girl, it was a thing going around about welfare queens. And they were like, exactly, Ronald Reagan, look it up, welfare queens. And basically the notion was there were black women living in the projects, balling out, getting checks before how many children they had. The thing is, so it was a thing where he was basically saying they're having these kids to beat the system. They're getting so much money per child, but they're living, they're not working. But the truth of the matter is that's a small percentage of what goes on with this money. Most of that's not fraudulent use. Most of these women are doing the right thing. They are taking care of their family. They are spending the money in the best way they know how. A few make it, especially with TikTok and all this social media, the few who are doing bad, mismanaging the funds, they make it bad for the rest of them. But it's not every. Please don't let the media fool you, because and this is not, because some people don't want you to know they're on Snap. That's not everybody's business if they are. But there's a lot of people on Snap who are doing the right thing. So I don't feel like they should be made or told what to do or how to spend it because of a few. I mean, so we can't just punish everybody because a couple people ain't doing right. Just like the welfare queens, everybody wasn't a welfare queen. And come find out the biggest welfare queen of them all was a white lady. They said she had banked like $3 million. She worked the system for real. So
I will say this, back then, when I was going through it, it was way more job opportunities than it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the job opportunities now and the job market in general is poor. And the amount that they are starting people off with the cost of living, now that's what we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah, I'm with it.
It is expensive out here. And my hats go off, salute to any single person out here who's doing it on their own. Because the cost of living is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
My middle son moved out. And he moved out to a place where I live when I was first got out on my own. I remember a 2-bedroom in the same apartment complex for $575. The same apartment complex now with minimum upgrades is $900 a month.
Almost 100% increase with minimum.
This up.
Yeah, the cost of living, everything that went up. Now you're right. The cost of living, everything went up.
$575. And when I seen how much it is now, when I tell you the apartments look exactly the same.
Appliances too?
Yeah, not the appliances, they knew.
Okay.
But that was in 2001.
Over 20 years ago.
Same apartment complex.
Crazy.
That is crazy. And the pay
Hasn't went up. And I understand that. Like the minimum wage hasn't went up. It's still not a federal law minimum wage. That might be a show we have in the future. Guys, what do you feel like about SNAP benefits? Do you feel like they should be regulated? And DNA testing on all live births, should it be mandatory? Those are our subjects for today. Y'all drop them in the comments what y'all think. Baby, it's been a pleasure. I thought we had a good one. Can we go to the comments before we go? We good.
Well, they ain't thinking about no snaps. Y'all ain't get mad at me about no snap, did y'all?
Tell my shot.
I always say I'm different. He said I can't speak for the people.
I could, no way. I'm not putting my baby on a pedestal. Well, I guess I kind of am.
I don't like when he say that.
You supposed to put your woman on a pedestal.
I don't like when you say that.
Well,
Like I ain't black.
No, I'm not saying you ain't black. I'm just saying, Mita has a different drive about herself. She wanted more for herself. She wanted more for her boy. She wanted more for her family. Like she said, she worked at Walmart. And I know her story. She's told me about when she went to corporate. She told them she would do anything, and she grinded. She ended up going to college. She got her degree, and she elevated through the company. So that's the hard way. And a lot of times people don't want to do things the hard way. They want to do it the easy way. But the hard way is the battle, true, trusted way for you to excel and get another tax bracket. And I salute you for doing that, baby.
Yeah, I didn't want to be
Ordinary,
no, I ain't ordinary.
average,
It's not ordinary.
on assistance.
No, I ain't that. Like,
So you did want to be ordinary.
no, and I talk to you like when I talk to the young girls, I do a lot of mentoring, guys. It's not public. I don't put it on there, but I do do a lot of mentoring. And you know, I told you I went to
shout it. I did that.
girl.
You be doing it to the leader.
Yeah, and I do. And I'll tell you, my message and how I talk is not for everybody. It's not.
Hard.
It's some people might get offended. But when I talk to them girls, I talk to them straight up. Because life's straight up. It ain't no sugarcoating. One of the young ladies, I'm not going to say where it is, because I don't even think I can say where it is. She's sitting in there, 18, on a third baby daddy.
Cool.
And she going to tell me, everybody can't be like me. Basically, it's saying that I was privileged. And I'm going to end on this. I wasn't privileged at all. I was raised on Rickyard Road, Highway 165, in a double wide trailer by my grandparents. With 5 of us in the house. I ain't go to no private school. I went to Russell County High School. I was pregnant at 18 years old, fresh out of high school. Had my first baby at 19, pregnant at 20. Had another one at 21, pregnant at 22, and had a last one at 23. Had all 3 of my kids before I was married.
Well,
by the same man, but he could have said, I'm out of here after that 3rd. But he didn't. He married right after the 3rd. Working at Walmart in the layaway department. You know how long ago that was? A long time.
So you got layaway no more.
And I didn't want to have a basic life for my kids. Not saying my life was basic. I wasn't raised by my mama. I wasn't raised by my dad. I was raised by my mother's parents. From the time I was in kindergarten to an adult, my grandmother and grandfather did an amazing job with me. Anything I needed and wanted, they were there for me. They instilled something in me as a drive. And when I started having kids, I knew what type of life I wanted for them. I knew it. I knew what I wanted for them. So I knew I had to get out there and grind.
Get it.
I had to get it. I had to get it by any means necessary. I told her, you think I just woke up and got the position I got? No. No, I did not. I started on the phone. My babe, Demetrius' first holidays, when he was 1 year old, I worked Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. I missed my baby's first holidays. It was a sacrifice. I was working 3 to 11, working the weekends. It was a sacrifice. A lot of these young girls don't want to have no kind of sacrifice.
They want the easy way out.
They want the easy way out. And that's not for it's not all, but it's a lot. I sat there and I told they daddy, I said, no disrespect, but I got to do what I got to do. I took my butt back to school. I went and got my degree, and I told them folks, I said, give me a list. Tell me what I got to do. I got to get up off this phone. And if anybody work with me, no, I ain't lying. I got up off that phone. What's the next step? Tell me what I got to do. What certifications I got to get? I got to go to the next. 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 And 25 years later, I'm still there.
Still there, baby.
And that's what I teach these girls. Don't be a victim of your circumstances. You can stay still, but you can move forward. It's going to be very uncomfortable at times. It was plenty of nights I wanted to cry. Well, I did cry. When I was in college trying to work a full time and raise kids, I failed classes. I could have easily say I can stop. No, I got to keep going. I know I need to be. I know I need to be. That's why I am the way that I am. I was just telling someone the other day, people might judge my approach. They might judge the things I say, but you don't know my story. You don't know my story. So that's the way I am with a lot of things. So, sometimes when you say some stuff I don't understand, or you don't say it in a negative way, but the struggles look different.
You got it out the mud, baby.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You got it out the mud.
I worked for it.
But you wanted it too, though.
Yeah, I worked for it.